Are we back now? After much technical delays, I think we're back. Tell us if we have sound. Is it too low? Is it too high? Let me know if you don't mind. That was a challenge to get that back up and running. What is it? How's everybody doing today? It's a Saturday afternoon here in London, Kentucky at Games and Comics. Sound is fine. That's good. Hey, Josh. There's Brian. Thanks, Jimmy, for letting us know. My name's Jim. I am here, as always, with my good friend McKaylee over here on the mic.
Hello.
On a Saturday afternoon. Sorry for such a late start. I don't know what was going on, but basically, our software that we used to run this thing, it was all jacked up. We couldn't get the video to work, and then when I got the video to work, I couldn't get the sound to work. It was a whole thing. But thanks for staying with us. Everything's good. Hey, Marco, what's up, buddy? While the computer was rebooting, had to reboot, and I went ahead and loaded the board up. I'll go ahead and get stuff started here in just a minute. Let us know how your day is going. What's everybody doing today? Is everybody out Christmas shopping, whatnot? I have not done any. Michaela, have you done any Christmas shopping yet?
I've done a few.
Have you got my present yet?
No.
No. Michaela and I haven't even known each other a year. She did, so you know the old joke where if I say, "What did you get me for Christmas?" she'll say, "What I got you last time." But we haven't even known each other a full year yet. It seems like much longer, I think, though. Eric says, "Liked and shared. All is well with sound and video." Thank you very much, Eric. Appreciate that. As always, if there's anything in particular you guys are looking for, let me know. The sun is kind of shining in on here, and you can see my shadow on there. The sun's kind of coming in on the window over here, so hopefully that's not going to be too much of a glare. I'll start going over everything that's on the window here, or up on the display here in just a minute. But if you have anything you want in particular, let me know. I'll try and fulfill any request that you may have, the best of my ability. Hey, Shamir, what's up? Hope everybody's doing good. Jason, this is the first time at this auction. That's cool. Just one small caveat, Jason. This isn't on this one. We don't do so much auctions as we do direct sales. You may just be calling it auction. But thanks for joining us. What we do, if this is your first time here, I'll tell you how we do it real quick. As you see, there's numbers and letters on the board everywhere. We recently changed it so with the letters, it's easier to call stuff if you want something. So, for example, up here on B, that's just where we have this Lady Death book up here for $8. And if you wanted that book, all you have to do is say, I want B8, B for 8. That's it. The number is the price, and the letter is just the location on the board. So if you want something on there, just tell me the letter and number, and you can have it. We change stuff out periodically as we go along. If you have any requests, Jason, just let me know. Like you say, hey, I want some Batman, or I want some Justice League, or if I want some X-Men, or Wolverine, whatever you want, or just DC. Whatever strikes your fancy, we'll try and get it out for you. If you want some Silver Age, Golden Age, Modern, whatever you want, we'll try and get it for you. We don't have everything. I'll be the first to admit it, but we have a very, very, very large store. We don't just sell comics either. We have Funko Pops and action figures and games and Magic and all kinds of stuff. In fact, what we have over there in the close-up window is $10. Those are $10 repacks of Magic the Gathering cards. And in every pack, I think there's 30. They're all rares. There are 30 rares. And they've seeded them with a lot of high dollar rares. I saw I wasn't here when they did it, but I watched the video, and they were putting like 30 and 40, and I think I saw a 60 and a 70 and $80 rares that they were putting in those packs. That was crazy. I was wanting to open some of those to get them out myself. Abel wants to know, we have any He-Man? I think we do. Brian wants to know if we have any King Thor. I'll check on both of those. He-Man action figures. I don't think we have any He-Man action figures, Abel, but we do have comics, I'm pretty sure. Let me go over what's out on the board with you real quick, just to see if we can get this started. Okay, we're gonna start. Let's start one to A. We'll just go A through. We have A through I. Let's start with A. This is Wolverine, number 57. Cover by Mark Silvestri. I don't think he does the whole book. That's $3. This is Lady Death, Chaos Rules, number 1, $8. And this is the cover price that this book originally was. This is a Brian Paluto book. It's kind of like a prestige version of a. It's like I call them mini trays. Some people call it prestige format. It's like a thicker comic book, probably like a 32-page or something like that. That's $8. That's the cover price on that book right there. Let's go to C. C. What do we have here? Oh, we have Dazzler. Dazzler number 4, and she's taking on Dr. Doom for some reason. Here's Batman number 552. This is Kelly Jones' cover, and I think Kelly Jones does the artwork too. He's pretty awesome. Marco says he's trying to figure out which Kazar book Man-Thing appears in. I'm not sure, Marco. I'm kind of curious now too. Let's see. That's D. Let's go to E. What do we got here? This is Submariner number 36, a 15-cent comic. We had a $10 price tag on it. Condition's not great. I'd probably give it about a 3 or 4, 3.5, 4 maybe. This is number 36, $5 for that. Silver Age book there. This is on the F spot here. We have Tales of Suspense featuring Iron Man and Captain America. Number 75, old book. 12-cent comic. Again, another book that we had $12 on this on the price tag, and we've got it down to 5. Condition on this one would probably be about a 4 also. Johnny's looking for Flash, Impulse, and Elongated Man. All right, Johnny, I'll keep an eye out for those for you. Try and get some of them. Here's another old Silver Age books. This is Action Comics number 354. Superman is punching a kid in the stomach, but he's not feeling a thing. I don't know how this kid got some superpowers, but he's bored with Superman. This is also a $10 comic in the store. We are selling it for $5. Here's a Kazar. Speaking of Kazar, this is Kazar number 1 from 1997. This is Andy Kubert doing artwork on it. I guess this is a relaunch of Kazar. Brian gets the first sale of the day for Iron Man and Captain America. Thanks, Brian. Where did I get to? H, I think. Oh, this is a bundle right here. This is Forever Evil Arkham War number 1 through 5 of Arkham War during the New 52. The world's greatest villains are picking sides for the war to come. It's got all the villains, Rogue Gallery on there, Bane, Scarecrow, Clayface, the Joker's daughter, the whole gang's on there. 1 through 5 for $14. And then the last book we have up there. Jason's looking for Doctor Strange or Daredevil. Yeah, Jason, I've got some. Are you looking for older Doctor Strange and Daredevil or more current stuff? Just let me know. We'll try and get some for you. Here's the last book we got there right now. This is the Submariner, the Savage Submariner, number 68, a 20-cent comic. It's in better shape than the other Submariner book that was out there. This is maybe a 5, maybe, and we've got it out there for $7. All right, Jason, I just so happen to have a Daredevil that's sitting close by. This is an older Daredevil, so we'll take a chance on what you're looking for here. This is Daredevil number 68, a 15-cent comic originally. Daredevil is in the boxing trunks and his mask. That would make for an interesting fight, I guess. We've got a $25 price tag on that. That seems too high to me. I'm going to lower that down just a little bit for you. If I could only find my marker. Do you happen to have a marker? Here's one. Sharpies are my friends on this sale. They write nice. You sniff them enough, they'll make you feel good. Peter is looking for X-Men, Amazing Spider-Man, Detective, Batman. Yeah, we've got them all. James says it's too loud. All right, James, we'll lower the volume down a little bit. This Daredevil, let me put this book out real quick. This is Daredevil number 68. Again, it's a 15-cent original comic. And we are going to put it out for $16. Sorry, Jane. You know, it's funny because most people can't hear me on here, so I have to normally talk a little louder, but I'll turn the volume down a little bit. Hey, there's Tony. Hey, is that better? I'm sorry if I'm busting anybody's. I'm not kidding. If you guys that watch normally, regularly, know that most times people can't hear me, and I have to normally speak up. So I think I had the volume turned up. We were having some audio issues earlier, the first show that we did. So I was just, I think I overcompensated on that. So is that better, James? Let me know. I don't want to blast anybody's eardrums out. Had you at the lowest level and it was distorted. Okay, James says it's good now. If it's still too, I can still adjust it. If it's not good, just let me know. We're going to do a giveaway here shortly. Our first giveaway of the day. I don't know what we're giving away yet, but we do a giveaway nearly every hour. Marco says Astonishing Tales featuring the Lord of the Hidden Jungle, KSR number 12. I guess you're talking about the first, or the appearance of, you were just talking about the appearance of, Man-Thing, I think you're talking about. Marco was also talking about, let's see, Tony says issue number and condition of G. Tony, this is issue number 354, and I would give this a solid 3.5 to 4 on this. We had a $10 price tag on it in the store. We now have it at 5. Yeah, I was watching, I watched the last episode of Punisher last night, and I have to say I was pleasantly surprised with it. It was really good. I didn't think honestly I thought it was going to be okay. How much, you know, I've never been a big Punisher fan, and I'll tell you why. He's just, to me, I thought he was a guy with a bunch of guns, and he kind of still is, but at least in this show they gave him a good backstory. Very character driven show. I liked it a lot. It was good. Tony wants G5. Thanks, Tony. Oh, first cameo of appearance, Man-Thing. That's cool. Here is Superboy number 50. This 50th this is reality shattering 50th issue. That's what it says on here anyway. Superboy has got some long hair. I don't know what's going on there. Superman necklace. I think this was an early 90s book. Let's put it out for $3. Superboy, The Last Boy on Earth, part 1 of 4, number 50. Marco says Savage Tales 1 is still on my wanted list. I hear you, brother. James wants to know, got any Silver Age Flash? Let me check on that, James. I don't know. You know, it's weird. Of all the characters you would, I wouldn't have thought anyway, that Flash would be such a requested character on the feed. But over the time that we've been doing this almost a year, we've depleted a lot of our Flash stock because so many people request it. I don't know why they do. I mean, I like Flash as much as anybody, but I don't know why that is the most requested. And because of that, we don't have as much as we used to. Particularly the older Flash has sold really well. So if anybody has some old Flash collections they want to get rid of, bring them by the store. I'm sure we'd be interested in buying them. Josh wants to know if we have a Hellboy pop. I think we do. Josh Rice, just here we go. I had one sitting right over here. This is, we just got these, I think, about 3 weeks ago. We don't have the Chase. The Chase figure has Hellboy with the full length horns. These are the ones sawed off. You know, Hellboy likes to keep his horns sawed off and filed down real good. This is the Hellboy number 101. That's the number on it. We sell these in the store for $13. I will sell it today for $12. Yeah, you're probably right, Tony. That Flash show did make it a lot more popular, I think. But these days, you know, they have a lot of different avenues of superheroes and whatnot. So, for that matter, you know, Justice League movie just came out. You would think that everybody'd be clamoring for, and people do request it, Batman, Superman, whatnot. But over the time, Flash has never been more requested, I think. James wants to know, got any DC or Marvel Silver Age keys? That is a great question, James, and I'm trying to think of anything off the top of my head that I could show you today. I'll see if I can find something. Any Hellboy figures? Shamir, I think the only thing we have right now is Pops, but I'll send Kristen in the store here shortly to see if we have anything other than Pops. I'm trying to think. I don't think we do. We also have, oh, I'm at a loss for words. What's that, the fish guy on Hellboy? We have that pop too. Josh wants Hellboy for 12. Thanks, Josh. Here was the funny thing about this. I got that from over there. That was on there for 13. So I don't know if you didn't pay for it or something. Thanks, Josh Rice. So, yeah, guys, if you're into Pops, let me know. We've got a ton of Pops. We've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. So if there's anything specific you're looking for, let me know. Abe Sapien, yes, thank you, James. Yes, sometimes, you know, when I'm up here, I just kind of blank out sometimes. I can't think of things. All right, so let's switch out some of these books. I'm going to take Wolverine down. Did you guys hear that? My friend Michaela's sneezing over here. Somebody bless her, okay? Yeah, I had asked James what the fish guy was on Hellboy, and he was just helping me remember because I was blanking out. Oh, here's a cool book. Here is Secret Invasion #1 variant edition. I don't know which, like, I'm not sure which cover. I don't know if this was a 1 in 10 or 1 in 20 or 1 in 50 or something. But it's got a scroll with all the characters. Let me show you real quick. Everybody's blessing you. Marco wants to know if we have any Godzilla or Moon Knight pops. I'm pretty sure we have Moon Knight. I'm not 100% sure on the Godzilla, but I'll have someone go look for those, Marco, for you. Secret Invasion. This is one of the better Marvel stories that they'd ever, one of the, you know, every year Marvel and DC have their, particularly Marvel, has their big event storylines. This was one of the first ones that Marvel started doing, and this was Secret Invasion. It just so happens to be one of their better ones too. We had a $12 price tag on this in the store. This is the variant edition, so I'm guessing it's either a 1 in 15 or 1 in 10. I'm not sure. For that reason, I'm going to lower it down to $10 instead of 12 for Secret Invasion #1. Lady Death coming down. This is a very cool cover. This is Grimm Fairy Tales, Tales from Oz, Cowardly Lion. Now, if that sounds silly because it's the Cowardly Lion, everybody thought he was kind of a. But this is a the Grimm Fairy Tales books. They put an adult spin on all the classic fairy tales, and this Cowardly Lion, it's got a kick-ass cover with a couple lions all decked out in armor with swords, fighting each other. I don't think they're as cowardly as they seemed in the movie. This is a continuing story of Tales. This is called Tales from Oz, Cowardly Lion, and I'm just going to put this out at cover price for $4. That cover is so awesome. All right, we got over here Dazzler coming down. So did you guys like Punisher? I know somebody out there has watched Punisher like me. You still haven't watched it, have you, Michaeli?
What is it?
Punisher on
I
Netflix.
think I'm on the 4th episode.
Oh yeah, remember I told you that that one woman reminds me of you. Do you see that? You probably don't see that at all, do you?
Which one? Karen?
No. The
Oh,
the agent.
investigator.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like her.
That's good. If you would have hated her, then you would have been mad if I said that. Here is Speed Racer presents Racer X. Speed Racer, one of my favorite cartoons as a kid, although I don't really like anime stuff, but I like Speed Racer. Racer X, it was his arch enemy, but didn't he turn out to be his brother or something? I hope I didn't give anything away. This is Racer X, #1, $4.
They call her Madani. That's her name.
Yeah,
Madani.
yeah.
I love her. She's awesome.
I hadn't seen her in anything else before. She played a good character. Brian's looking for Marvel Star Wars. All right, Brian, I got some for you. I'll put some out here just a minute. In fact, I don't have this. Isn't Marvel Star Wars? I'm gonna go ahead and put this out anyway because it was my very next book I was gonna put out. This is Star Wars Rebellion from Dark Horse. When this came out, I'm not sure, but it's from Dark Horse, so it's been a little while. Our Darth Vader is on the cover with stormtroopers about ready to take over a city. Looks like $3 on that. I'll get some Marvel Star Wars going here in just a minute. $3 for that. C4 to Brian. Thanks, Brian. I tell you, that Punisher, he got shot and beat more times than any human being ever, I think, in that show. And how many episodes was that? I think it was 11.
I haven't watched it all yet. I'm only about 4.
Well, I don't think I'm giving anything away. He just keeps getting...
No, but I thought you were going to keep going. I was like, no.
I don't spoil things. However, we've got a employee here. I will say, Kristen, don't tell her anything. She will give away more endings to movies and shows, even when you tell her not to. It's like, please don't do that. She can't. Yeah, she can't help it. It's a sickness, I think. Brian gets Star Wars. Thanks, Brian.
Any top loaders for comics in store?
Josh, I think we have some. I wish Kristen would make a... I just talked bad about her. I wish she'd come back here so I can ask her to go look for a couple things now. I'm going to tell her I've been talking bad about her. This is not a hidden problem that I have with Kristen. I tell her about this all the time, that she needs to stop doing that. Here's Star Wars. You talking about Marvel Star Wars. Here is Star Wars #3 from Marvel. First printing, no less. And we're going to put that out for $7. I think it's a reasonable for $7 for Star Wars #3. Yeah. Tony says, did you know The Punisher was stolen from the Executioner books by Don Pendleton? I did not know that, Tony. I'm still curious how Punisher became a Marvel superhero, though. Because, honestly, he wears a cool uniform, costume, whatever, with that skull on it. But other than shooting guns, what does he do? I mean, he fights good, I suppose. He is an anti-hero. I mean... Not that, like, Batman doesn't have any powers, although in the Justice League he says, you know, he's rich, but he just kills bad guys. Yeah, he just shoots them. Yeah, right. Hey, here's the West Coast Avengers Giant Size Annual #1. This is from 1986. Some guy is yelling at the rest of the Avengers. He stands revealed, the traitor in our midst. And it's up to you to read it and see who the traitor is. West Coast Avengers Annual #1. And Brian wants C7. Thanks, Brian. Well, Tony, I'm not that familiar with the Executioner, to be honest with you. I don't know that story or book or anything. All right, here's a cool one. This is Harley Quinn, #29. This is a 1 per store variant. That's our phone ringing. Someone else is supposed to get that. Hopefully they will. This is a Harley Quinn #29 from the New 52, 1 per store variant. So there's not a lot of these out there. It says only at GameStop, so I don't know if that means it was a once. I don't know if it was only available at GameStop. I guess so. If it says only at GameStop, right? Yeah. Who do you know who this character is standing behind Harley Quinn, McKaylee? It looks like kind of a manga character.
I have no clue.
I don't know, but this is kind of like a manga character. It's a giant size. I'll just show it to you guys up close. Anyway, that's a 1 per store variant, and we have a $9 price tag on it. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit better deal on it. I'm gonna let somebody have it for $8. Not a huge discount, but enough to maybe entice someone to put that on their stack today. Harley Quinn 29 from the New 52, 1 per store variant. Everyone liked his first appearance in that Spider-Man comic. That's true. That is one of the most requested Spider-Man comics, for sure. He was popular in the 60s and early 70s. You should check it out sometime. Yeah, I mean, I'm familiar with that, with when he was, but you know, I just don't understand the character. That's all I'm saying. James wants the Harley Quinn. Thanks, James. That was $8. Speaking of Spider-Man, here is Amazing Spider-Man #272 from 1985. Spider-Man is fighting some guy named Slide, S-L-Y-D-E. Never heard of him, but he looks like he can kind of skate without skates. I don't know. Okay, whatever. I will put that out for $5. $5 for Amazing Spider-Man #272. What we got over here still? Submariner. Here is a solo book of Gambit. Are they still doing that Gambit movie? Last I heard, Channing Tatum, which I'm sure McKaylee knows from Magic Mike 1 and 2. Yeah. Oh, yeah, see, I knew. But you've seen Magic Mike 1 and 2, haven't you?
I've only seen the first one.
Oh, don't lie to me. Anyway, he's supposed to be the new Raging Cajun. I heard somewhere recently that movie was still under production or something. Anyway, here's Gambit number 2 from his first miniseries. We'll put that out for $3. We'll take this Daredevil down. Brian wants C5. What is C5? I can't remember. Amazing Spider-Man. Thanks, Brian. Here's another Marvel Star Wars. This is Star Wars number 15. And I'm pretty sure this has got a young Obi-Wan Kenobi on the cover. I think this is Star Wars, like any comic book, it's a continuous storyline, I think, but this is a one-shot of a young Obi-Wan story. We're just going to put that out for cover price of $4. Got a Gambit 1 gold. James, I'm not sure. I'll have to check. But we'll keep an eye out for it. Here's Star Wars number 15, featuring a solo story of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Old Ben. I'm guessing it's a story of him on Tatooine and hijinks on that planet. And there's Kenneth. What's up, buddy? We're doing good. Here's Green Arrow number 29 from the DC Universe Rebirth. It's got, looks like Killer Croc and Batman making a guest appearance in there too. I'm just going to put that out at cover price. This could not have been out very long. I think they're only on number 33 or so, so it's only been out for a few months. Eric says, second Magic Mike was better than the first one. Anna Paquin will be playing Rogue, and it's supposed to be revealed February. Oh, really? Is she really going to be in that? That'd be awesome. Brian wants C4. Thanks, Brian. Tony's back. Hey, Tony. Tony is a resident of Florida now. He used to live here close by and used to visit my old shop. Always good to see Tony. And now he orders stuff from here and has it shipped to Florida. Let us know where everybody else is, where you guys are tuning in from today. Some of you guys like Tony, I know. Some of you guys I don't know. Let us know where you're from. It's always fun to see where everybody is tuning in from. Here's Amazing Spider-Man number 16.1 variant edition. These .1 stories are kind of cool because they're like they do different stories than the ongoing continuity. Like sometimes they'll do past stories and whatnot. This is a variant edition, but I'm gonna still put it out for cover price of $4. Eric is from Bay Area, California. That's cool. I think I knew that. Poor 49ers this year, huh? Hey, Kayla, how you doing? Good to see you. Julio is from Neptune City, New Jersey. Is that on the shore? I think it is, isn't it, Julio? I can't remember. Good to see Julio. Josh wants to know anything Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. Brian wants C4. Thanks, Brian. You know what, Josh? I think we do. We've got quite a few things. The first thing that pops into mind for that Nightmare Before Christmas stuff is we have some figures that are kind of like in the same Marvel Select packaging. And we have different figures for that, everything from Jack Skellington to all the other characters. We also have pops and different things. If there's something specific, let us know. I don't want to just drag out a bunch of stuff and hope that you'll buy it, but let us know if you're looking for something specific, and we'll try and get that. Tina is from Northern California. That's cool. We got people from both coasts today. Kayla is from South Carolina. She knew that. Yeah, we knew that. And she came and visited us from South Carolina. She drove like 6 or 7 hours to get here. This past summer, I think it was. Tony's coming this summer. That's awesome. Hey, here's a Preacher comic comic from 1997. This is, I always love these covers by Glenn Fabry. And this cover, I forgot all about this cover. In this one, Preacher is got a snake coiled around him, and this is number 32 by Garth Ennis and the late Steve Dillon. Unfortunately, Steve Dillon is no longer with us, but his art lives on. We're going to put this out for $5. This is Preacher number 32. I've yet to see season 2 of Preacher. I recorded them all, and I haven't watched them yet. George is from Houston. All right, we've got the East Coast, West Coast. Now we're down south. We got anybody up north? Oh, there we go. Brian's from Northwest Indiana. We're talking Notre Dame country up there. James wants to know if we have any Chaos comics. Yes, we do, James. I will get some and put some out. I just had a Lady Death book out a minute ago. But we've got some Evil Ernie, I know. Some Lady Death. We got all kinds of Chaos comics. I just have to find them. Sometimes you guys ask for something. I've got boxes and boxes of comics sitting around here. Sometimes I just have to look them up, try and find them. So bear with me, but we'll get what you guys request out there if we've got them. But I know we've got Chaos comics. All right, what we got here? We need to change this one out. This is Superboy. Oh, James had that Lady Death earlier. Oh, that's no problem, James. Yeah, by the Illinois border. That's up by my old stomping ground, Brian. Good to see a fellow Yankee tuning in. Thus the Bears hat. Cub fan. Here is Last Days of the Justice Society of America. 68 pages and no ads. This book is a #1 comic that came out in 1986, I think. 68 pages. Yeah, it's a big, thick book, and we are going to put that out for $4. Kazar coming down. Hey, if you guys want to read a good series, I'm not kidding. This book came out, I don't know, probably 2000. I want to say 2016. Magneto. It was a solo series for a while. Magneto has shaved his head. He's off doing a solo run on his own. This is #4, and it's a really cool book. It retails for $4. I'm going to put out for $3. It's a cool story. Brian looks for G4. What do we put out for G4? Oh, yeah, Justice Society. Thanks, Brian. All right, whoever, I just came across this one. This is a book that came out on Free Comic Book Day, Betty and Veronica, and art is by Adam Hughes. I am not kidding when I say it. Look, if you said, hey, Jim, here's a Betty and Veronica book, you can go toss that. I'm never going to read this, but if you like good artwork, I read this book. I read the first 3 issues just to look at Adam Hughes' artwork on this. Whoever buys the next book will get this Betty and Veronica Free Comic Book Day #1 for free added to their stack, because I want somebody to look at that artwork. It's just so awesome. I love Adam Hughes. Sean, what are those free cards you ask? Well, I'll tell you. Those cards, they're not free cards. What are all the cards? Those are pre-packed packs of Magic cards, and they are all rares. Each one's got about 30 rares in them. And they're seeded with really, really good rares. If you guys would go back to our store page, if you go to the store page and watch the video of them seeding it, I'm not kidding, they've literally put $60, $70, and $80 rares in some of those packs. And every pack anyway is worth $10 because they're all rares. We sell rares in the store for $1 a piece. I don't know if sometimes they're worth more than that, but we just sell them for $1. I mean, we don't sell the $50 ones for $1, but every rare is in the store for $1. So you're getting 30 rares in the pack for $10 anyway. So yeah, that's a good deal right there. And you get a good chance of getting some really, really good rares in there anyway. Hey, let's see. We got a blank spot out there. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #51 by IDW. I'm just going to put this out for cover price. Turtles doing their thing. can send them separately, but I don't. No. I don't. I mean, could you? Do you know how?
I would just have to add it underneath.
If you can do it, I would just go ahead and do it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a sucker for good artwork, Tony. Don't get me wrong. I like to still see a good story, but if you can, if you show me some good artwork, I'll still probably read the book anyway. I'm a wannabe artist, I guess, and I like to see how different styles, and I don't know, some you guys know how it is. Some certain artwork appeals to you more than others, and what my taste might be may not be someone else's, you know. But I have favorite artists. Just like, tell me what some of you guys' favorite artists are. That's always fun to do. Here's Mars Attacks, number 6. You guys remember that movie Mars Attacks? They did a comic book on it. This is from IDW, and it's polybagged because it's got a little trading card that comes with it. This retails for, well, we had $10 on it for some reason. I don't know if this is a variant cover. I don't think it is. I'm just going to put it out at cover price. You'll save $6 on it. You have to pay $10 in the store. $4 for Mars Attacks number 6. I had another Submariner book cut down up there. Let's take that down. Adam Kubert, he's good. Yeah, I like that. Kaylin wants to buy that Betty and Veronica. Well, you know what? If I have another one, if I find another one, I'll let you buy it, or you can just buy whoever makes the next purchase. I'm sticking this with their book for free. So you buy something, now you can have it. But if I have another one, Clayton Crane. Oh, Lance, you're not kidding, man. That guy is awesome. Tony says Rob Liefeld and John Romita Jr. ruins a lot for me. I hate their. Well, I can't. Rob Liefeld. Now listen, the guy somehow made a living being an artist through, you know, different Marvel image and stuff. I don't know how, I tell you. Let's see. Eric says his is Will Sporcio. Yeah, Wetworks. Yeah, I like his stuff. And today's mail call is the last RI covers he did most recently, and I will once again have every book he's ever done finished and taped off. Well, that's cool. Kurt Swan. Tony, what did Kurt Swan do? I don't know. It doesn't sound familiar to me. Oh, here's a cool book. This is Power Man and Iron Fist. This is the third appearance of Sabretooth. We have a $22 price tag on this in the store. But today, someone can have it for $16. Adam Hughes, yeah. Art Germ. I'm not sure who that is. Jim Ballant, Todd McFarlane, Jim Lee, J. Scott Campbell, Ian Churchill, Rob Liefeld, Wish Porsche, Eric Larson. Shall I keep going? Yeah, James has got them. He likes them. Several I agree with, some I don't, but that's what I'm saying. That's what's awesome about, you know, everyone's got their favorite artist. We all like who we like, right? And it's weird how, I mean, what triggers that? What makes somebody you like? I don't know. It's weird how that is. Kind of like your favorite food or your favorite movie. Some things you like, some you don't. Julio says, I can't hate on Liefeld too much. He gave us Deadpool. Now that is true. However, you can't. I'm not gonna say anything. He just can't draw he can't draw his feet very well. We'll just say that. Let me put out another cool book. Oh, here's a cool one. Tony's looking for Golden and Silver Age Batman and Superman. Okay, cool. Let me put this out real quick. This is The Amazing Spider-Man, number 583. This is Spider-Man and Barack Obama on the cover, although this is a 4th printing, so it's not going to go for high dollar. I'm going to let somebody have it for a slightly over cover price of $5 for that. $5 for Amazing Spider-Man 583. Peter Parker, Barack Obama together again, $5. Listen, he's still good. You know what? I was going to say he can still draw better than me, but I don't know. I don't know if he can or not. I mean, I've never listened, but he's had more books published and sold than I ever have, so I'll give him that. I'm just saying I might be able to draw. Feet aren't easy to draw, but I might be able to draw a foot better than he can. G4 to Brian. What's G4? What do I have G4? Oh, thanks, Brian. Keith wants to know what's so special about that Power Man and Iron Fist. It's nothing super special. It's the third appearance of Sabretooth. No, it's not first, not second, but it's the third appearance. So that is true, Tony. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's kind of a rip-off character. Although, a couple unique things about him. You know, every good idea they say starts with an inspiration from something. Let's just say he didn't steal it. He was just inspired by Deathstroke. Oh, Kurt Swan drew Deathstroke. Okay. Oh, yes, and Brian, yes, you did get that Betty and Veronica. Thanks for reminding me. John wants to know, is that first print ASM? No, it's actually the fourth print. James wants the J for 16 book. Thanks, James. Hey, there's Robert Owens. Eric said he said it himself, Liefeld hides feet and hands with costumes and guns. Hell, even McFarlane used in the beginning to struggle. That's why he did Batman all dark and hides body part with capes. Well, I don't want to start a whole argument about Rob Liefeld. You know, that guy gets people so worked up about his artwork. It's kind of funny. All right, so I found a few of these Halloween Comic Fest books, and in fact, I'm going to give James one right now. James, because I meant to say it before he got that book. Go ahead and give this one to James there. But I've got a few of these free comic book day books. I'm going to keep giving them until I run out. So if you see some of these when you get your books, if you see some of these in your stack, we're not charging you for them. I'm just going to give these away for free. So as you guys buy stuff today, I'm just going to keep throwing them in there. Like James, you just got the Batman #1 Rebirth. Now that's the Halloween Comic Fest edition of it. I'll just throw those in there, see if you guys like them. Eric says Auburn is up 7-0 against Georgia. You guys like college football? We normally talk college football on Saturdays because I am missing college football games to come and do this, which I don't mind. But if I'm going to miss the games, I like to talk about them. Look at that sun on my face. It's like I'm going to get a tan on my face today because there's a crack in the thing we put over the window where it comes through. That sun is going to bake me. Here is Action Comics number 312. See, it's... Yeah, Michaela's going to try and fix that for me. No, I think it's on the right-hand side. No, keep going. To your far right. Your other right. See if she's going to cover it. I think. Yeah, see, you're covering now. You going to just stand there the rest of the day? Oh, it won't be there long, I guess. That sun's going down. Who is Notre Dame playing today? IU. It's not Indiana, is it? Or Illinois? Who are they playing? Yep, Josh, I got a few blank spots out there. Here is Action Comics number 312. We have $90 price tag on this. What? Yeah, that helps a lot. Yeah, thank you. Michaeli's keeping me from going blind up here. Thank you. This is Action Comics number 312. We have a $90 price tag on it. I'm not sure why, other than it's in really good condition. A 12-cent comic. I'm going to lower that price a lot. Again, we have $90 on it. I'm going to let somebody have it right now for $49. That's half price. Well, it's not quite half price. It's almost half price. I guess half price would have been $45. Maybe I should just put half price, but come on. Give me a break. $49. There you go. All right, let's put something else out there. Eric says, "Good job, Kiki."
Thanks.
Now you're doing. Now I've got to glare again.
Where?
On the below that.
Like right here?
You keep going right. Oh, you almost had it. Keep going down. Right there. Quentin wants to know. Before Quentin, there's a. Yes, that's it. That's right there. Tina wants to know. How popular was Johnny the Homicidal Maniac? I was told once not to sell that. I have a few. I think it was more of an independent book, Tina, that never quite drew a large audience, which could be a good or bad thing. I don't think they printed a whole lot of them. If you still have some, I don't think they're worth a ton of money, but like if you have the first one, I think it's maybe worth a little bit. Quentin wants to know, what are those cards on the right side? Which cards are those? Yes, they are cards, and let me just grab one here. These are repacks of all rares, and in each pack there are 30 rares, and within these 30 rares, some of them are foil, and some of them got high dollar rares in them. If you guys go back to our Facebook page, you can see them packing these, and they put, like, I'm not kidding, they've put 30, 40, 50, 60, even $70 rares in some of these packs, and we just randomly put it in there. You can buy the whole thing for $10. The pack itself, without getting any of the good stuff, the really good stuff, is worth $10. It's got 30 rares in it by itself, and because we sell these rares in the store for $1 a piece. All of our rares are at least $1. So 30 to 30 rares for $10, that's pretty good. Julio says they had many reprints, so if you have a first print, they are the most ones wanted. Yeah, you are correct. Just one thing I tell you, Tina, is that if you ever want to know what your books are worth, there's two things I always do. One, you can always go to eBay. eBay's not always perfect, but you can get a good idea of what books are selling for. It's kind of that's what they're going for in real life. If you see a book going for $10, $50 or whatever, and if you see a couple of them going for that much, that's kind of what they're worth. There's also a couple of online price guides that you can go to. There's one called comicspriceguide.com. I think what's the other one? Oh crap, I forget the name of it, but there's a couple online you can go to, and they're pretty good. I mean, you can go in there and just type in Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, and it'll give you what the going price range is on that book. They're usually pretty good. Tony, you want the pack in my hand right here? All right, you can have it. Rob wants to know if we have Chew #1. Rob, I do not. I do know for sure I don't have Chew #1. I do have it at my house. I saved that book years ago for some reason. I just always had the feeling it'd be worth something. I don't know what that's going for these days. Not that it's helping you right now. But I do not have a Chew #1. I do have a Chew Volume 1 trade paperback of graphic novel if you want that. I do have that. Tony Petrie. Was that too much information? Sometimes I get a little mouthy. I don't know. Hopefully that was helpful. Here is something from DC Vertigo. The Sandman by Neil Gaiman, if you guys know who that is. This is number 70, Sandman number 70. We had a $7 price tag on it. I'm going to put it down to $5. Is shoe number 1 going for $250? Really? I think because they may have had a low print run on that, and they've been talking for years about doing a show or a movie about that. But I don't think I haven't heard anything about that in a while, so I don't know if that's still a thing. Here is Azrael from DC. Azrael, of course, was Batman for a little bit. What's cool about this is it's got Joker on the cover. I don't know why, but Joker is drawing a face on Azrael. Let's put it was at $3. Let's take it down to $4. $3 for Azrael, number 28 from 1997. Is the show cutting out on you, Rob? Sorry about that, buddy. The best thing when that happens, the best thing we normally suggest is that you just stop the feed and then start it over. Sure. Okay. Yeah, sure. Hey, did you guys see that Avengers trailer? Did you see that?
Oh my God.
You got talking to the mic and tell me.
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Looks pretty good. McKaylee's a big Black Widow fan, right? And the Avengers in general.
I like Black Widow, but funny enough, I'm a really big Iron Man fan.
Oh, really?
Yes. I bought that really big $50 Iron Man 3 poster that we have at home.
Oh,
Yeah, well, it was actually $300, but Marcus don't know.
that giant movie poster?
Yeah.
Where's that? Where did you put that?
We haven't had the time to put it up because that's gonna take some planning. But
Where are you planning on putting it?
I'm putting it on my wall. There's a big enough space because my room is at the peak of our house, so there's a big peak in my room. It's just enough room. I feel like.
I hope so. She bought a big. I think you said if you'd walk into a lobby of a big movie theater, this thing it had to be 15 feet tall, right?
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's one of those really, really big ones.
Yeah. Hey, there's Josh. What's up, Josh?
Is that a Spider-Man with Barack Obama on it?
Yeah.
I want it.
Okay.
I just saw that on screen. I have to have that. That's amazing.
Josh says Avengers trailer looks good, but can't wait to see the next Justice League.
Actually, I think that the Avengers, the Infinity War was the most watched trailer of all time.
Really?
Right now. Yeah,
Already?
130 million, I think.
You probably watched about 1 million of them yourself.
Yeah.
Eric says DC came out with the Justice League. MCU brings out the trailer that broke records, basically holding my beer. It's our basically saying, hold my beer. It's our time. Also, Jedi comes out in 12 days. Good. You know what? Somehow, I have avoided every Star Wars trailer. I haven't seen it. And I'm going to try and do that for the next 12 days or till whenever that I can see that movie. I don't want to know anything about it. I know they said something about Luke Skywalker looks like he's a bad guy or something, but I did see Justice League. I liked it. It's never fair really to compare Justice League to Avengers, I don't think, but Josh says I'm all for DC more than Marvel, and yes, Star Wars soon, very soon, yes. Let's see what we got up there right now. I need to go. Keep my rotation going. I got Preacher here. All right, West Coast Avengers. If you guys ever wanted to read a good comic book, here is a perfect way to do it. This is by reading Invincible by Robert Kirkman, you know, the Walking Dead writer. This is Walking Dead number 133. They're actually in the last 12 issues. I think there's only like a couple left. They're ending that book. And this was part 1 of the ending of that book, of the last storyline. And we'll put this out for $3. Let's see. You guys are writing a lot today. Let's see. Tina says, do you have anything from the Stuff of Legend, Volume 5, A Call to Arms? I need Part 1. Tina, I will check. Brian says, I just seen Thor Ragnarok, and I thought it was better than the Justice League. I'm not saying JL was bad. I just like Thor better. I still haven't seen Thor. I didn't like Justice League. Eric says, yeah, heading to see Justice League tonight. My friends are forcing me to go, so I'm wearing my Spider-Man shirt, my Punisher hat, and my arm. Oh, that guy. That's okay. Here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 70 from IDW. I don't know who this character is, but it's a cat wearing a patch, holding a gun, wearing a patch over his eye. I don't know who that character is. We'll just put that out for cover price of $4. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 70. All right, Green Arrow's coming down here. Yep, stay for the credits. All those superhero movies, they make you sit through the credits. If anybody likes the Sandman books from DC Vertigo, I have several here. I could make a bundle out of them if somebody wanted them. Here is Deathlock, the Demolisher, number 31. We have $25 on it in the store. I don't know what makes it $25. I mean, it's in good condition, but I don't know if it's a first appearance or something. Somebody may want to look that up. I don't know. But this is, I'm going to take it down from $25 to $16. Sometimes I just have to go blind. I don't know everything about all comics. Sometimes I'll tell you. If I don't know, I don't know. But this is Deathlock number 31. Actually, it's Astonishing Tales number 31, featuring Deathlock. We have $25 on it. It is now $16. Josh says, Man of Steel, Wonder Woman, and Batman vs. Superman all tie in with the Justice League story. Yeah, it does. That is true. All right, I got kicked out of my own feed here. I got to bring it back up. All right, let's put out a Marvel Comics Presents Weapon X number 82. Barry Windsor Smith doing the artwork on this. And we will put that at $4. Weapon X. Marvel Comics Presents Weapon X number 82. $4. I got kicked out of the feed once again. Sorry, guys. Well. Hang on just a second. All right, there you guys are. Oh, and it says it can't play the video. That's awesome. Well, Michaela, you might have to tell me what everybody's saying because it won't play this now for some reason.
Julio said, I also read somewhere that The Rock may not play Black Adam after all. Did you see Tony Patrick? He said that the Man of Steel villain might be Black Adam.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I know one thing. They need some other villain other than Lex Luthor. God, they've played him to death. Like, they finally had Doomsday in that Batman versus Superman, but still, it was still Lex Luthor all over the place. Doesn't Superman? I know Superman's been around for 70 years. Doesn't he have any other villains, you know, going up against him other than Lex Luthor? Come on, video. There we go. Josh wants to know any Superior Spider-Man with Dan Slott. Let me write that down. I know we've got some. It's just a matter of going and getting it. So if we don't, hey, there's Jordan. If I don't get it for you now, I can go get it for you for our next show. Let's see. You want Superior Spider-Man? Those are good. That's a good story too. During his run on that. All right, let's move some stuff. What we got? We got Weapon X there. We had Magneto here. Josh says I have book 1 and book 31 signed with COA. That's cool. Here's John Constantine Hellblazer, number 31 from 1991. Well, you know what? That's kind of a coincidence. I just don't have much Marvel on there right now. I'll definitely put some out if you're looking for some. Tony says Lex Luthor and Zod are overplayed, but for some reason the most popular, Darkseid, Mr. Mxyzptlk, and others would be great. Yeah, how about, or Brainiac would be cool. Speaking of Marvel, here's Punisher. We were just talking about Punisher earlier. This is Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe. First print on this. We have a $20 price tag on this for the store. Robert said, "Fathom Witchblade Old Man Logan." Okay, let me write those down. Fathom Witchblade Old Man Logan. All right, buddy. Here's Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe. We have $20 on this. I don't know what is this worth that much. I don't know. It sells retail for $6. It's been out for a while though. Part of Marvel's Alternaverse. We have $20 on it. I'm gonna let it go for $10. Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe, $10. Azrael coming down. Flash, Doctor Strange, Green Lantern, all also Bronze and Silver Age mix. Okay. Let me write that down. Flash, Doctor Strange. Yeah, I'll take requests if I can fill them. Now, the problem is that I have to go get someone to get them or wait till the next sale so I can do it in between. But I'll definitely take requests. Superman, Green Lantern, Bronze and Silver. Okay. Jordan wants to know any recommendations on Nightwing comics for a Nightwing newbie. Want to cosplay him, but I want to get to know the character first. It's just, yeah, that's just like how actors do when they're going to get a part on a movie. You want to get to know him, right? I would really like to know if DC gave Kevin Smith full creative license. His storyline with Bizarro looked amazing, and that's with a Lifeline. Oh, that's from a Lifetime Marvel fan. That's a good question, Eric. Let me get back to Jordan's question about Nightwing storyline. You know, I never did read much Nightwing. Somebody else might be able to field that question a little better than I could. I mean, Nightwing's got a whole series to his own. Even currently, there's a Nightwing storyline. I mean, continuing book, you know. But as far as an actual story, someone else may have an idea. I don't really. I'm sorry. I don't know Nightwing very well. Well, now Black Panther just relaunched recently through Marvel. All right, let's put this. This is a older Hulk. This is Incredible Hulk number 286 from 1983. Just a few issues after the first appearance of Wolverine. And condition-wise, I would give it about a 6. And price-wise, I'm going to give it a 5. Thanks, Russ, for making that recommendation. I forget who it was now that was asking about for some Chaos Comics. Here's another Lady Death that I had. This is Lady Death, and it doesn't have an issue number because it's got a full-page art on it. Lady Death Between Heaven and Hell Part 4, but I don't know if it's got an actual story or an extra issue number on it, but I'm going to put it out for $3. Lady Death. All right, guys. Well, I was trying to find some of those books. I thought I may have in the book in the boxes surrounding me of those requests you had, like Fathom and different things. Josh says Funko Pop's Nightmare Before Christmas, Pumpkin King, A Few Godzilla, and Puppet Master. I'll be here for the next sale, so no hurry. Okay, Josh, we'll see if we can find some of those for you. In the meantime, here is Flash #1 from Brightest Day from 2010. And I'm going to put that on for $5. Flash #1. Our preacher coming down. Well, guys, we need to do a giveaway. And just remember, before we give anything away, you have to like and share. So please do that for us if you don't mind. Please like and share any of our feed, or like the page too while you're at it. Go to our Maddox Games and Comics page and like that if you don't mind. Help us get the word out about our little show we got going on here. Here is Conan. I know somebody's asked for some King Conan earlier, but I'll keep looking for that. But this is just regular Conan. Robert E. Howard's Conan #3 from Dark Horse Comics, the Frazetta cover series. Now, Frazetta doesn't do the artwork. I don't think he's ever done interior comic art, but this cover is a Frank Frazetta cover. And the name of the cover is The Tower of the Elephant. And I'm going to put this out for $4. Conan #3 of the Frazetta series. Taking Invincible down. Any Captain America or Spider-Man today? You betcha, Jordan. I'll put some up here in just a second. I've had some Spider-Man out earlier today. Few, and I think people have bought them. Anything specific you're looking for on either Captain America or Spider-Man? Here's a Captain America right here. This is Captain America #21 from the Marvel Knights series. And I didn't realize that one of my favorite artists did this book too. And if somebody doesn't buy it, I may go home and read it tonight because I've never seen this book. But it's by Chris Bacalo. I never knew how to pronounce his name. But I love his artwork. This is #21. And it is $3. Ninja Turtles coming down. Here is Stephen King's The Dark Tower, #5 of 5. And I'm going to put a really good price on it because it's got a bit of a ding here in the corner, and I don't sell no junk. So I'm going to let somebody have this for $2. This will be the lowest comic you'll see today. Artwork on this is by Jay Lee. He's another one of my favorites. Love his artwork. Just remember that this has got a slight ding in the corner. Nothing that's keeps it from being a readable copy, though. Stephen King's Dark Tower #5. Deathlock coming down. Let's put another Captain America book up there for Jordan since he asked. No obligation, Jordan, to buy. Here's Captain America #39. This was during, I think it was shortly after Captain America was killed and came back, by Ed Brubaker. And I'm going to put this out also for $3. Weapon X coming down. Somebody was asking, what's a good book to read for Black Panther? Well, here is a good place to start. This is Black Panther #1. During another Marvel Knights book, Mark Tusciera is doing the artwork on this. We've got a $10 price tag on it. I am going to let somebody have it for $6 for Black Panther #1. Hellblazer coming down. Here is Daredevil. This one's got a little dinged up too. I'm going to throw this in on somebody who buys the next book. I'm going to give them that Daredevil story right there. That is a Daredevil one-shot. You can never go wrong with X-Men #1. I think still the all-time largest selling book, volume-wise. I've got X-Men #1. I've got 3 issues here, and they're all got 3 different covers that you can put together. One has Cyclops and Wolverine on it. One has Magneto on it. One has Gambit, Colossus, Rogue, Psylocke on it. All 3 books. I'm going to let somebody have all 3 of them. All 3 X-Men #1s for $10. Julio says comic book issues #1 are always good to own a duplicate copy. That is true. It doesn't hurt. And these 3 I just put out are all #1, but they all have different covers on them. I think there were 5 different covers altogether. Maybe 4 or 5. Here's Avengers #180. A 35-cent comic from 1978. The Avengers are taking on some giant rock-looking dude called the Monolith. You can see if the Avengers survive this battle. I don't know. They may not make it on this one. He's pretty big. $5. Avengers #180. Very good shape book, too. Lady Death coming down. I was going to give something away, wasn't I? Yeah. I keep forgetting. What do we want to give away today? What do we want to give away? Well, I don't guess we have any more bundles. All right, let's do our first giveaway. I've got 5 Superman books here. Random. I just grabbed a stack of 5. If you want to win these, this is our first giveaway. I just keep forgetting. Just A5 to Brian. Thanks, Brian. If you want to win these 5 Superman books, all you got to do is type in Superman into the comment section. I'm going to put those right there for now. And you will be entered into a drawing to win those books. Now, You also have to like and share. So please like and share our feed and you know, share to a comic book group or your own page or a friend's page or something. Free right there. Just like Josh and Mike just typed in a Superman, you will get those books. If you type, that will keep you eligible to win. And then all you got to do is like and share. Easy as that. Julio says, wow, #1 issues, premiere issues. Now I know. Marvel X-Men and Magneto was a nice concept for a villain. The battle against Wolverine were to wow too. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Julio. Are you just talking about that you like Magneto as a concept for a villain? Yeah, I always thought he was like one of the more original villains ever. That, you know, he has a ability to over magnetism. That's a pretty cool villain. Although sometimes he's a good guy. I don't understand that. You're either good or you're not. But I guess that just goes to prove that we all have shaded areas of good and bad. Super Duper Man, Brian types in. Yes, if you want this Superman bundle, please type in Superman in the comment section. You don't have to take me literally like Eric does, but you can still do it and win and like and share. Tina says, how long will you be on live? Tina, we're probably going to go to about 6:30, the first show. And then we are going to take about a half-an-hour break, and then we'll go from like 7 to 11, something like that. So I hope you guys can stay with us. Thanks for sharing, Josh. Kaylee, can you do me 2 favors? Plug that in and plug that light in. I know. Hey, wait, I have an idea. The light came on. Although I don't think that light should... Maybe when you turn on that other light, that Superman light will be different. On the screen, it looks too bright up above my head there. We just turned... I don't know why we even turned it on. Oh, that certainly helps. And I don't know why, but when you turn that light on, it evens that light out. It's weird. Who was it? Tina will be back in a few. Don't put my comics up yet. Okay, Tina, we won't. Come back and visit us. Somebody was looking for, they were talking about, hey, I want to be, who was it? Nightwing. I don't know where to start. Now, this doesn't mean you have to necessarily start on these books. I'm just going to put a couple of these out. You might want them. Here's Nightwing #16 from the New 52. Nightwing, this was part of the Death of the Family storyline where Joker comes back and he's told, you know, being super jerky as Joker's often apt to do. On this cover, it looks like Joker had kind of taken over Nightwing's... I don't know what's going on, but Nightwing's got a Joker face. And this is Nightwing #16 for $3. Brian says there is now a Job Rossa Chia pet. Oh, he means Bob Ross, I guess. I wouldn't doubt it. I think we still may have one more Bob Ross Funko Pop if somebody's interested in that. Haven't had any Walking Dead out today. This is here's Walking Dead #168. Negan is back. Negan, he's a jerk too. I tell you, people are kneeling at his feet again. Somebody's kneeling at his feet, and they're showing these people from behind kneeling at Negan's feet, and literally somebody's got plumber's crack. They actually drew that on there. That's kind of cool. Very realistic that way. Walking Dead number 168, $3. Take Conan down. All right, Brian, let me see if I have that Bob Ross pop. This Bob Ross pop is sitting over here with nobody's name on it. You think we can sell it?
Yeah, if it doesn't have anybody's name on it, I guess.
It's just sitting over there.
On Devlin's there?
Mm-hmm.
Could be hers.
You think? All right, Brian, I think I may have misspoke. That Bob Ross pop was sitting over there at Devlin. She does all everybody's invoice stuff, sitting at her desk. It doesn't have anybody's name on it. But it may be hers. I don't want to accidentally take something that may belong to her. That would be wrong. That's wrong, right? That's wrong. That's wrong. Okay. Julio says, I find it amazing that they make a Bob Ross Funko Pop, but not a Galactus one. That's true. I don't know why. I wonder if Bob Ross gets any. I know he's dead, but does his family get any money from a Bob Ross figure? I don't know. Does he? I hope so. If somebody made a pop of me, and made all the, not that they, that's very far-fetched that they would do that, but let's just assume that they would. Wouldn't you think that I should get some money from that? I would think. But Brian, I'll try and find out if that does belong to somebody, and if it doesn't, you can have it. Foundation, that'd be cool. I wonder what's going on at that foundation. Like, what's the foundation? What's their mission statement? Here is Ultimate Spider-Man issue 131. Spider-Man is facing off against the Gray Hulk. I don't know if the Gray Hulk is still Bruce Banner or not in the Ultimate universe, but this is part of the Ultimatum storyline, and I'm going to put that out for $4. What we got here? Captain America. Somebody was wanting Captain America. I can't remember who it was, though. I've got a #1 issue here of Alpha Flight. The very first issue of Alpha Flight. Exploding from the pages of X-Men, first dynamic double-size issue. Canadians' favorite superhero team. We have a $13 price tag on it in the store. It's a good condition book too. I'd give it about at least an 8, I think, from outward appearances. Alpha Flight #1, very first issue, $10. Black Panther. Julio says, I can preface by writing, I did try to read X-Men comic books and I watched X-Men home movies. I mean the concepts such as Magneto, battles against Wolverine were captivating. Crap, I think I just deleted Julio's. I don't know if it's deleted from everybody, but I can't see it anymore now. I just deleted his what he was just saying. It had so much stuff on the screen. I tried to hit the more like if you have a lot, like your thing you're writing, and all of a sudden it was gone. I don't know where it went. Sorry, Julio, I can't see the rest of what you wrote. This is Venom versus Carnage, number 4. When did this come out? It's pretty recent, I think. No, it didn't. It's 2005. What do I know? But is that really 2005? Is that right? But this is Clayton Crane. We were just talking about Clayton Crane a little while ago. Man, he's got good art. I love his stuff. He does it all on a computer too. Venom versus Carnage, number 4, $4. All right, I'm going to take these X-Men number 1. Get them out of the way. Okay, Julio says I have to proofread my previous comments, so I have to think twice. All right, on this book, you're going to get 2 issues for the price of 1 because they're in the same bag and board. You have Wolverine number 60 and Wolverine 61. One of them, I know the artwork is by Mark Tucciera. I can recognize his artwork anywhere. The other one looks like maybe Adam Kubert. 2 issues of Wolverine for $5. We can separate them and bag and board them separately if you prefer. I just so happen to have, they're both bagged and boarded together. To sum it up, Julio would recommend Wolverine versus Magneto. That is true. I mean, how much better can you get? A guy that's got bones laced with metal versus the guy who can control magnetism. Makes for a good... Is B really free? Dustin, yes. What we're doing, last chance, I should remind everybody, we're giving these away, Dustin. All you got to, these are 5 Superman random comic books. All you got to do is type in Superman into the comment section of the feed and like and share, and you'll be entered into a drawing that you could potentially win those books. So they are free, but we're just not giving, we don't have enough to give to everybody. We got to give, you have to have some way to distribute them. And that's the way we're doing. We're going to give those away here in about 2 minutes. So this is your last chance to get entered into that drawing. Just like that, Dustin. Thank you very much. All right, here is a 2-issue set. I'm going to. There's Rob Hanwright. What's up, buddy? I see you did that, Justin. Dustin, thank you very much. Here's another 2-issue of Ninja High School and Speed Racer crossover, issues 1 and 2 from Now Comics. If you guys like manga, this is the book for you. Speed Racer and Ninja High School crossing over 2 issues together for $5. What's going on, Rob? All right, so as most of you guys have seen those magic cards, I'm not going to move those magic cards, but I am going to put something in front of it for now, just to put something else in different spot there. I think we've had this out a couple times this week. No reason why we can't put it out there again. This is DC Universe Rebirth Harley Quinn #1, a 9.8 from DC, of course. Dynamic Forces edition. On the back, still sealed. It's got a certificate of authenticity that is limited. I don't know how many they put out, but this is a limited series. It's still sealed with the Dynamic Forces seal up there at the top. This is #1. It's 9.8, and it's $140. Brian wants I for $5. Where is I? Oh, thanks, Brian. That's the Speed Racer crossover there. That is expensive, Josh. But CGC books, particularly 9.8s and number 1, and the Dynamic Forces, it's probably about worth it, I would think. Brian wants to know, any Johnny Quest? That's a good question, Brian, but I will look on that one. We may have to do that one between shows. Here is Ninja High School number 3. This is from 1992. It's going back a ways. Let's do $3 on that. Yeah, I mean, I think it's worth it. I mean, I don't... last time I priced that CGC book, I think it was going for like that amount. Julio says, I like the videos by Mad Ox. I feel the videos and comic book stock are nice to view. Also, I press both share and like button for the Mad Ox live video. Thanks, JT. Appreciate it, brother. We were talking about the infamous Rob Liefeld. Is it Liefeld or Liefeld? I always want to say Liefeld. I don't know. The infamous Rob Liefeld earlier. You can't get any more Rob Liefeld in this book right here. This is Youngblood number 3. And Youngblood number 3 by Rob Liefeld is going to go for $3. All right, sorry guys, I had to go get another box real quick. What we got up here? Walking Dead, bringing it down. Here is Peter Parker. Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. A recent Marvel book. When did this come out? You know what? It's got some damage. I said earlier that the lowest book that I would put out would be $2. The lowest book I'm going to put out is $1. This has got some crease damage on it. I guess it was shipped that way from Diamond. Somebody can have it for $1. How about that? All right, Michaela, you want to pick a winner for our first giveaway of the day? Okay, our first winner of the day for this Superman bundle is Mike McCulley. Congratulations, Mike. Everyone give him a big round of applause for typing Superman better than everyone else did, and liking and sharing. Mike will put these in a stack for you. I don't know if you bought anything today or not yet, but if you have, it'll just go right into your stack. Yes, I can hear the applause now by Yannick. He's congratulating Mike for that. Hey, here is a cool book. This is Vampirella and Wetworks crossover #1. And it's C1 for Brian. All right, Brian. This is Vampirella Wetworks #1 crossover by Image, and this is signed by Sean Shaw. I think he's the artist for this book in 1997. We have a $9 price tag on. I'm gonna lower just a little bit down to $8. Vampirella and Wetworks. This is not Wilsh Porcio, unfortunately. I know there's some people out there that like him. I don't think he's doing the artwork on it. It's Sean Shaw who signed the front of that from 1997. Here is Amazing Spider-Man number 488 by Mike Straczynski and John Romita Jr. We'll put that out. It's not below cover price, but it's $3. What do we have here? Oh, Nightwing, yeah. Somebody's asking for some early Flash a little while ago. This is Flash number 288. Some guy, who is that guy? Dr. Alchemy. Now that my Philosopher's Stone, not Harry Potter's stone, but now that my Philosopher's Stone has turned you into a human Cloud Flash, I can literally blow you away. Find out what happens to Flash. We have $8 price tag on it. I'm going to let it go for $7. This is Flash 288, originally a 40-cent comic. Really good condition, too. Looks like at least a 7.5 or 8 at least. $7. Youngblood coming down. Here's Green Lantern #1 from 2004. Green Lantern #1 Rebirth before the actual rebirth that's currently taking place. This is a variant issue, black and white variant issue of Hal Jordan holding the flag, the lantern. We have a $5 price tag on it. Somebody can have it today for $4. Green Lantern #1 Rebirth Variant Edition, written by Jeff Johns. Ninja High School coming down. I'm going to try another X-Men book. X-Men number 1 didn't go over well, but maybe X-Men number 112. Cyclops and Wolverine on the cover. Cover's done by Ian Churchill. I'm not sure who does the interior art. Churchill does a lot of the Marvel stuff, or used to anyway. We're going to put X-Men number 112 out for $3. Josh wants A7. Thanks, Josh. There was another big storyline in Marvel for a while called Dark Reign. And during the Dark Reign, there was a book called Dark Avengers, where basically the villains had all taken place, the equivalent of the Avengers. For example, the guy that used to be the Green Goblin, Harry, Peter Parker's friend, he became Iron Man. Julio says, I'm leaving the video. I'll be busy and I won't focus on the good stuff. Okay, Julio. Good to see you, buddy. Come back and see us. We'll be here all night, I think. Venom took the place of Spider-Man. Who was it? Hercules became Thor. Anyway, this is Dark Avengers number 5. And I'm going to put this below cover price. Written by Brian Michael Bendis. $3 on that. That's a good book. Venom and Carnage. Here is a book that I forgot that had come out. This is a hardcover, a little bit larger than a regular comic book, called Here's Negan. This is the story of Negan's origin. For a while, the Image was putting out, well, they still are putting out this book called Image First. And it's kind of like a previews catalog for all the Image books coming out. They have stories and stuff about. And in this book, they had like a 2 or 3 page continuing story about Negan and how he came to be. And they've accumulated them all in this book right here about how Negan got his start, where Lucille came from. I'm not going to give it away of what occupation he used to have before he became the Negan that everybody loved to hate. This is a hardcover book that sells for $20. It says, who is Negan? Since his debut in The Walking Dead 100, the charismatic psychopath has antagonized Rick Grimes, murdered his friend with a baseball bat wrapped in wire, which he calls Lucille, and led the Saviors into all-out war against Alexandra and the neighboring communities. But who was he before society broke down? That question will finally be answered in this collection. We sell this for $20 in the store. Someone can have it tonight for $18 for Who is Negan? He comes wrapped up in this plastic. I can't even open it and show you the pages. $18 for Here's Negan. Alpha Flight coming down. Let's take these last two books down over here. Kaylee, go see if you can find two books for me out there.
Yeah.
In the bins. Old Man Logan and Witchblade.
Any like certain.
Well, Witchblade, there's only so many of them anyway. But Old Man Logan, well, there's only so many of those too.
Okay.
But Old Man Logan may be under Wolverine. All right, guys, I've got, I don't know if you guys are still with us. We're down to 10. But I've got McKaylee looking for those few of those books that you guys were requested. Hopefully she can find something. All right, hang on just a moment, guys. All right, Josh is back. Robert's here. Anybody got an update on the Auburn, Georgia game? Just curious. I'm having to plug my phone in. And I got to bring you guys back. All right, last week we had somebody that was asking for Aquaman, and I found some more. I don't know who. That's the problem. I can never remember who makes the requests. So here is Aquaman Special from 1988. I think it's a one-shot called Spirit and Flesh. I don't know what it's about, but somebody can find out for $3. Aquaman Special from what did I say? 88 for $3. Here's Secret Wars 2. In this series this isn't this specific book, but in the series is where Spider-Man got his first time he's wearing the black Venom costume. The condition of this book is probably about a 4, so I'm not going to sell it real high. It's a great reader copy for sure. Secret Wars 2, number 3 in a 9-issue limited series. $3 on that. What do we have here? Is that the Dark Avengers book? I believe it is. Dark Avengers. Here's Amazing Spider-Man number 310. This is a Todd McFarlane issue. We have a $10 price tag on it in the store. I'm going to let somebody have it tonight for $7. Amazing Spider-Man number 310. Here is Incredible Hulk number 279 from 1982. Only a couple issues away from. Oh, wait a minute. This oh, okay. This is a cool issue from 1982. Incredible Hulk number 279. Condition-wise, it's probably about a 6. I'm going to let this go tonight for $4. I got nothing up there. What do I got here? Oh, Amazing Spider-Man. He's coming down. Here's Deadpool number 2. Groot and Rocket Raccoon are on this cover. They are riding a motorcycle with Deadpool chasing them. Robert wants I for 4. Thanks, Robert. Here's Deadpool number 2. It's a $5 cover price. I'm going to leave it at cover price. It's got Rocket and Groot on it. Riding a motorcycle. What more could you ask for, really? Josh said, should do a post asking for requests on the have a request sale on night, all request night. That would be a good idea. What we would have to do that, Josh, is someone running back and forth and getting all the requests, though, because it makes it hard to do it. Like, I got McKaylee looking for a couple things right now, but when it's just me and her, you know, it's kind of hard. But yeah, I agree with you. That would be pretty cool. Here is Batman The Drowned. This is part of the current Dark Knight's Metal storyline. It's a Dark Knight Metals tie-in. Dark Knight's Batman The Drowned number 1. I'm just going to put this out at cover price because that's what it's going for. It's got a shiny chromium thing on it. See, it's blinding you right there. $4 right there. Any Transformer fans? This is Transformers number. What number is that? Number 1 from IDW. It's got a killer cover on it of what's the main Autobots leader name? I can't remember. Hey, Marcus. We're just gonna put this out for cover price also. $4 for Transformers number 1.
Oh, that's okay. That's 17 through 25, and this is like I just grabbed a bunch of items because it was like a huge.
Works for me. Josh, you did that one night for the old store? That's cool. Vampirella Wetworks is coming down. All right, so I got a couple of the books that someone was requesting earlier. I don't know if they're still on, but we'll put them out and see what happens. One of the things that people were asking for was Witchblade. Here's Witchblade Shades of Grey number 1. Looks like it's a Top Cow and Dynamite crossover. It's got Witchblade on the cover. I'm not sure who the guy is. It looks like the guy from what was the companion book to Witchblade? The Josh wants A for 4. What is A for? Thanks, Josh. That one book was Robert. I don't know if you could read that writing or not. Oh, The Darkness. Looks like the guy from The Darkness. I don't know. But this is Witchblade Shades of Grey. Number 1. Yeah, thanks, Robert. $4 on that. Number 1. Just put that one up there. And then another request was Old Man Logan. Now, Old Man Logan is a continuing storyline right now. Robert wants A for 4. Okay, Robert. Uh, Old Man Logan was initially a part of a Wolverine continuing storyline, and then now there's a ongoing book right now called Old Man Logan. So I'm not sure if they want. Was it you, Robert? They wanted the old Man Logan or the current Old Man Logan, but this is the current Old Man Logan number 17. In part right now, the old Logan is part of the normal Marvel universe. He's all gray and cranky and wears Depends, I think. This is number 17. We're just going to put this out at cover price. Old Man Logan, number 17, $4. Here's a Grimm Fairy Tales book. Grimm Fairy Tales Hellsing. This woman in a very tight corset is being manhandled by a vampire with big fangs. And I think that currently he would be handed a sexual harassment lawsuit and would probably lose his job at the blood bank. I'm just saying. Cover price for this, $4. Hellsing, Grimm Fairy Tales Hellsing, number 4. Robert wants A for 4. Thanks, Robert. What we got over here? Captain America. Here's Witchblade of the regular ongoing series. I'm not sure how far back this goes, but this is number 113 of Witchblade. I thought Witchblade was kind of a cool idea because you don't see original ideas much anymore, but Witchblade seemed to be a fairly original idea, I think. Although Witchblade is a kind of like Venom-esque because you've got this person who has the symbiote suit that's kind of taken over, but of course Witchblade, you can still see her face and some of her body parts, I guess. But let's do another Old Man Logan. This is Old Man Logan number 18 from the current Marvel. D3 to Robert. Yeah, it's still.
Did he get A4 or?
Yeah, he got A4.
Okay. Well, there was an A4 and then he said A4 again.
He should have 2 books of A4 in his
Okay.
Here's Old Man Logan. Let me move this one over just so that if somebody claims this one again, we don't get confused on. This is Old Man Logan number 18 in the B slot. This is Witchblade number 111. Witchblade is fighting some woman, angelic woman, who has horns and glowing eyes. I don't know what character that is, but Robert wants B4. $3 for Witchblade 111. Robert gets Old Man Logan for 4. Secret Wars 2 coming down. We have much Batman up today. This is Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, a story called Venom, part 5 of 5. This is Batman Legends of the Dark Knight number 20 from 1991. $3. All right, here's another Old Man Logan. This is Old Man Logan number 19. Looks like Wolverine might be behind bars. I'm sure he'll get out, though. $4 on that. We're going to put that in the A slot. What have we got here? I think it was Aquaman. See you, Aquaman. Here is Incredible Hulk number 272. On this cover, you will find the Incredible Hulk. You will also find Sasquatch. You will also find Wendigo. Condition-wise, it's probably about a 4. It's got a little spine damage, a little corner damage. But still a cool book to own. We're going to put that out for $4. Incredible Hulk number 272. All right, we're going to take this. Whoop. Take Negan book down. And in its place, we're putting this Amazing Spider-Man. No. This is Deadpool number 287. This is kind of an cool book because it's got a lenticular cover with the infamous, we were talking about this earlier, the Punisher Spider-Man cover on it. And Robert wants A for 4.
You think if we got like a fan that would like blow, it would keep the comics from falling over?
That's a good idea. So this book is Despicable Deadpool number 287. It's got a lenticular cover. When you move it back and forth, it turns back to the infamous Amazing Spider-Man number 129 with the Punisher shooting at Spider-Man. But when he turns the other way, it's Deadpool shooting at Spider-Man. Now this is Despicable Deadpool number 287. Really cool cover. $5 on that. Peter wants to know, what issue of Amazing Spider-Man is that? Do I have Amazing Spider-Man on the board right now? Is he talking about that Despicable Deadpool I just put up? No, I've got Amazing Spider-Man on the board, don't I? This is Amazing Spider-Man number 310. Todd McFarlane cover on that. Well, cover and interior art. It's when McFarlane had first started doing Spider-Man. You can't go wrong with X-Force number 1. This was the original Rob Liefeld art story origins of the X-Force gang. This has got polybagged with a Deadpool card inside. And someone can have X-Force number 1 for only $5. Mike says, thanks for the free books, guys. I had to go feed the dogs and saw that I had won. That's 3 wins this week. Maybe I need to get a lottery. Yeah, maybe so. You won 3 times. That's pretty awesome. All right, what do we have here? We have Deadpool. Here's the original Vampire Hunter Blade number 4. Blade the Vampire Hunter number 4. I don't know when this came out. Looks like the 90s. You just tell 90s have a certain look to them. $3 on this. This is Blade number 4, the Vampire Hunter. That's okay, Yannick. What number of Hulk is that in F? F. Here we go. This is Hulk number 272. Condition-wise, probably about a 4. It has some spine damage on that. Here is Witchblade number 170. Mark Silvestri is doing the cover. I don't think he's doing the interior art, but I'm pretty sure this is a take on an X-Men cover. There's an X-Men cover that's got, I want to say it's Wolverine strapped. There is this, what's her name? Sarah Putratelli or something. She's strapped to a giant W. There's an X-Men cover who I think Mark Silvestri also drew, that Wolverine strapped to a giant X, I think. Well, this is Witchblade number 170, and it's only $3. Here's Old Man Logan, number 20. From Marvel. And it is only $4. Hey, here's a cool book. This is Ghost Rider number 55. Ghost Rider meets the Werewolf by Night, featuring the frightening return of Tatermalion. I don't know who that is. I'm going to put a good price on this. It's got, looks like a little bit, somebody took a ink pen and drew a little circle on it. From 1981, Ghost Rider number 55 is only $3. All right, guys, we are, it's just past 6 o'clock, and we're going to go till 11 tonight, but about 6:30, we're going to take a little break. So if you have any requests before 6:30, let us know, and I'll try and look for those during the break. I've got a few requests already from people. Hopefully they'll come back. I don't want to look for nothing, but I'll look for some stuff for you guys. I got some requests for Nightmare Before Christmas, some Flash, Witchblade, which I've been putting out, some Fathom, Superior Spider-Man. I'll try and get to all those, and we'll keep going, have some fun. In the meantime, let us know if you're looking for anything. Peter asks, are all prices are firm? They are firm, Peter, unless I decide to reduce them, which I do sometimes reduce them. And the only reason why we don't, like, say, if you make an offer on a price on something, sometimes if we did that for everybody, it would kind of clog up the feed by people making offers and whatnot, and it turns into an auction or a reverse auction, stuff like that. So they are fairly firm, but what I mean by that, like I said, is that sometimes I'll just reduce them. Sometimes I'll say everything on the board is, you know, $2 off or something. I'm not saying that right now. I'm just saying sometimes I do that just for fun, or just to get people involved in the sale again. Sometimes it gets a little slow. But thanks for joining us, Peter. Appreciate you coming on here. I'm glad to see some new faces on here. I don't think I've seen you on here before. Does anybody have a score on the Auburn-Georgia game? Just curious. I'm not a fan of either one. I'm just wondering what the score is because it's the SEC champions. Peter's a noob. That's okay. Which, by the way, Peter, if you need to, let me give you a quick rundown real quick. If you wanted to claim something, you may have seen it already. I don't know how long you've been watching, but if you want something, like say you wanted this book right here, say I'll take B4. The number is the price, of course, and we'll put it in a stack for you. In order to make your first purchase, all you got to do is at the end of the night or the end of the sale, whatever, is send us a private. You have to send us a private message first. 10-7 Georgia. Okay, thanks, Robert. You have to send us a private message first because Facebook doesn't allow businesses to message individuals directly. All you got to do is send us a Facebook message with your PayPal email address, and we'll send you a PayPal invoice. Now, you don't have to, if you don't have PayPal, if you don't have PayPal, that's okay. You can still pay with a credit card. All you got to do is call the store number, which is down there on the lower left corner of the screen. And give us a day usually to get the invoice together, and then we'll bill you, and you can just give us your credit card number over the phone, and we'll send stuff out to you. Brian wants F4. What is F4? Thanks, Brian. And by the way, all shipping is $5.95 in the continental U.S. for the first 24, 25 books, I think it is. After that, we charge you another $5.95. But it's a pretty good deal. Just one flat rate. Here's Legion of Superheroes from DC, number 288. From late 80s, I would guess. We're going to put $3 on that. Legion of Superheroes. All right, here is Submariner, Old Submariner, guest starring Captain Marvel. Number 30, a 15-cent issue. Captain Marvel is yelling at Submariner, don't just stand there, Namor, like a fish out of water. Get it? There's a pun there, and you're supposed to get that because he is from the water. Come here and fight like a man. And Submariner says, I can't, and I dare not tell him why. I wonder why. Find out for only $10. We had a $20 price tag on this book in the store. This is originally a 15-cent comic. We had $20 on it. You can find out for $10. Blade is coming down. Somebody was asking for He-Man earlier. This is He-Man, but it doesn't directly say He-Man. This is DC Universe versus Masters of the Universe, number 5. Superman is trapped in Skeletor's grasp. I'm surprised I found this. We rarely have these in the store. They sell out all the time. This is DC Universe versus Masters of the Universe, number 5, for $4. All right, I don't know if Robert, are you done with the Old Man Logan and Witchblade? You may have taken a break or something. Robert, if you're on, let me know if you want any more. We'll put some back up. In the meantime, here's Action Comics, number 353, a 12-cent comic. Looks like Superman is watching Atlas and some Greek gods fight each other, featuring the Battle of the Gods. We had a $10 price tag on this in the store. You can have it for only $5. Here's Zombie Tramp from Action Lab Comics. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Zombie Tramp before. But Zombie Tramp here is a zombie who is got guts all over her that she's apparently, I don't know if she's a heroine. I don't know much about Zombie Tramp. But this is an adult cover, and we got a little sticky smiley face over the front of it.
A5 to Joshua.
Joshua wants A5. Thanks, Josh. This is the Artist Risque cover of Zombie Tramp. And I'm just going to let it go for the price that it was on the cover, and that's $5. For Zombie Tramp 41, the Risque cover. She's naked, and she's got guts all over her, and she's a zombie. Okay. Yeah, see, I didn't see that on my feed. Thanks for noticing. Hey, here's Rocket Raccoon number 9 with a Scotty Young. Oh, Scotty, I think Scotty Young does the whole art on this. You guys are often asking for Scotty Young books anyway. Here's Rocket Raccoon number 9 with a Scotty Young cover. Let me look inside. I don't want to tell you guys wrong, but I do know he's doing the cover for sure. You can tell Scotty Young's art pretty easily. Well, plus it says SY 2014 on the cover. I didn't see that till just now. Okay. Writer. Okay, Scotty Young is just the writer on this. And Jake Parker is the artist, although he kind of has a Scotty Young feel to it. Really cool. But Scotty Young did do the cover. This is Rocket Raccoon number 9. And we'll let that go for $4. Witchblade's coming down. Robert, let me know if you're still wanting these Witchblades. I got a whole stack of them back here. Helsing coming down. Here's Batman number 466. Batman is strapped to a rocket as it's blasting off into space. How is he going to get away? I don't know. I don't know if he's going to get away this time. This is from 1991. Maybe he does. If 20 some odd years ago he's still around. So I guess he got out of this. But find out how he did for $3. Let's see, I've got an empty spot there. Hey, here's a G.I. Joe. This is a recent G.I. Joe because IDW now does G.I. Joe. Marvel used to do it years ago. This is G.I. Joe from IDW number 8. This retails for $4. I'm going to let it go for $3. G.I. Joe number 8. IDW. I'm not sure who that is on the cover. Some angry white dude with a gun. I know that doesn't narrow it down. What we got over here? Batman Dark Knights. Here is Grim Fairy Tales, The Jungle Book, #1, Fall of the Wild. Some lady Tarzan-looking chick. They never wear much, and you would think you'd cover up, but none of these, all these jungle girls that they draw, they're just barely covered in like leopard skin or something. This retails for $4. I'll just leave it at $4. The Jungle Book, Grim Fairy Tales #1. Legion Superheroes coming down. Speaking of Jungle Books, here is Korak, son of Tarzan. And Korak is fighting some giant ants while fighting aliens at the same time. And yet, he too is only wearing a leopard skin loincloth and a buck knife. You got to have a knife. I don't know where he gets his knife, but you always got to have one. This is Edgar Rice Burroughs, Korak, son of Tarzan, #21, a 12-cent comic. We had it priced for $8 in the store. I'm going to let it go for $4. My feed may be locked up. Is anybody saying anything?
I just see Joshua's
I think our feed's locking up or something. Here is The Tomb of Dracula, #24, a 25-cent comic from Marvel. Dracula is attacking a woman in her dressing room. We've got a $30 price tag on this book. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know what's special about it. There's $30. It could be a first appearance. It could be the condition-wise. It's probably about a 5. I'm going to let this go for $16. The Tomb of Dracula, #24. All right, brother. All right, guys, we're going to take a little break. And if you have any requests, let us know. Send us a private message if you want. And we'll try and look at it during the break. We'll be coming back around 7-ish, I think, until 11-ish. And we will see you then. Try and invite your friends. Do us a favor and get more people on here on the second show. We appreciate you. We'll see you in a bit.